YouTube, what is going on? Back with my latest video, back in the installment Speculation Saturday. So I have a nice one for you guys today. I have 3 pops I think are going to go up in value. I'm going to talk a little bit about the recent closing of Pop in the Box as well and how that may affect their exclusives in the future. Let's get right into it and get my thoughts. Here we go.
Listen, been in the game for a minute, clocking in because it's time to get down to business. Stunting is a habit, on me I'm good at it. Asking around town, I'm known as the ThePopSavage.
Alright guys, before we get into this video, please smash that like button down below. Let me know you guys are enjoying these videos, and as always, if you're new to this channel, welcome. Hit the subscribe button down below as well so you're updated to my most recent content, and hit that bell notification to alert as soon as I post a new video. So if it's your first time tuning into this segment, what I try to do every Saturday is talk about the financial side of Funko Pops, whether there's different topics I find interesting or pops I think are going to go up in value, and that's what we're going to talk about today. But before we do so, if you're interested in getting any of the pops mentioned in today's video, there's a link in the description box below where you can get $15 off your first order via Whatnot. It's where I buy most of my Funko Pops from. Definitely a place I think you guys should check out as well. So if you're interested in getting some money off your first order, definitely check out that link down in the description box below. So what I want to talk about today is, like I said, 3 Funko Pops that I think are going to go up. And we're also going to talk about the recent closing of Pop in the Box, because a lot of people have messaged me about that and how that may affect their values in the future. So I think most people are thinking that. I think it's an obvious thing that people think that things are going to go up. So I haven't really checked, to be honest with you, but I believe some of those values of those Pop in the Box exclusives most likely went up over the last 24 hours since the announcement's been made. A lot of those exclusives were things that I honestly and truly don't believe people were too excited about. I know, like, they had the Stitch with, like, the laundry over his head. There was the Mufasa. They had the Dalmatians, a couple Marvel ones, and but mainly Disney and Marvel exclusives. I personally don't think that they're going to go up just because they're Pop in the Box exclusives. The reason why I say that is it hasn't happened with most other exclusives for stores that have gone down, like Toys R Us. The Toys R Us exclusives haven't gone up just because they were Toys R Us exclusive. They've gone up or stayed the same based on what the character was. So I wouldn't just go ahead and start buying all the Pop in the Box exclusives just because they are shutting down, because some of them they weren't still shipping out, which I think they were for a very long time for some stuff that they had. I don't think there's a short supply of many of them out there, so I don't know if this is going to be something where the values are going to catch up to the demand of them with the amount of supply that's up there. I wouldn't think that these are just going to be held in high regard because they are from the company that's no longer making Funko Pops. I would be strongly cautious if I were you, if that was your speculative choice, was to buy it just because of the store shutting down. But there is a pop that I think from all of those that I think you guys may want to look out for, because I've had this one on my radar suggest for you guys for a while, and now feels like no time like the present, and that is the Ironheart Chase. So I've mentioned this one in the past, and I think it still holds true today. And the reason being is because I believe Ironheart is going to be a character that's here to stay. She was in the new Black Panther movie. I haven't seen that yet, but I hear definitely good things about the movie, and she made her first appearance in the MCU in that movie. The actress who signed on to play Ironheart signed on for, I believe, a 12-movie/show deal, so she's definitely going to be around for the foreseeable future, and I think this character's, if not going to be more popular, it's going to definitely be more relevant. Now, obviously, they're going to make more pops from Ironheart other than this. I think there's a zombie one, I think there is one from the Black Panther, and there may be one more, but as it stands right now, this is going to be the rarest one. Obviously because it's a chase, and also because Pop in the Box is no longer producing this one. So this pop is essentially vaulted as all the other ones will be. But this one is probably the most, out of all the pops I can think of for Pop in the Box, the most relevant with a future ahead, as far as like, so for example, like the Stitch or Mufasa, not too much that's going to move the needle for those characters in the near future. Obviously, if something changes, we'll talk about it. But Ironheart, there is, she's going to be a big character moving forward. This is the chase version. I think you can get this pop for about 40-50 bucks right now. I can definitely see this one going for, in the future, maybe $75 to $100, depending on how things shake out with Ironheart. I don't know if she's getting her own show. I don't know if that's been confirmed or not yet, but definitely, like I said, going to be in other future properties for the MCU. Definitely a character I would look into. Iron Man is a pretty popular character. She picks up the mantle of Iron Man in the comic books, and definitely a character I've been meaning to suggest. I did suggest it a while ago, a long time ago, when I knew she was going to be in Black Panther. So kind of want to double down on that one, especially now that we know this pop is essentially bolted. I don't think it says it on the Funko app, but obviously with Pop in the Box going out, this one's going to be limited to the supply that's out there in the market currently, and this is going to be the most rare Ironheart you can get. So definitely grab this to your collection before it's too late. Alright guys, in keeping with the Marvel theme, there's another pop I think you guys should pick up to add to your collection based on some speculative news. This one I'd tread a little bit more carefully because it's not confirmed news such as the Ironheart, but the character I want to suggest for you guys is Wong. So obviously there is multiple Wong Funko Pops out there, but the one I'm talking about is the San Diego Comic-Con con sticker exclusive. The reason why I think this pop is good to pick up is there's news that Wong is going to star in his own TV series that's going to kind of center around the Strange Academy. So if you haven't read the Strange Academy comic book, definitely check it out. It's a comic book I buy frequently, and it's basically almost like the X-Men, where it's a academy for the new age of superheroes. And what they're going to have is Wong leading this charge as far as teaching those students how to hone in their superpowers. Wong is a very popular character in MCU. I don't know if he intentionally was originally intended to be that, but he's caught on. He's been in most all of the like Disney Plus shows, I think most of them, and has been pretty popular. So it makes sense that he's getting his own TV show. I think that this is going to be the best one out there. It was a Walgreens exclusive. I think it was from 2018, 2019 Comic-Con. Correct me, drop down in the comment section below if you know what Comic-Con it was. But it was a Walgreens exclusive, and you actually were able to get it at a lot of Walgreens. They were available in the store and actually online with the con stickers. So this one may be a little bit more available in as far as getting it. I did look before getting on the camera. They're going for about 35 to 40 bucks. If you're quick right now, I would snatch that one up. I think the con sticker ones are eventually, if we get more and more into people collecting niche Funko stuff, I think they're going to mean a lot more. They were harder to get. They were the more limited version. If you look at something like comic books, for example, we're starting to get into the point with comic book collecting where things with like the newsstand, where it was actually on the shelf at like a Borders, if hit a like button if you know what Borders was, or like Walden Books, where they sold comic books and not actually at the comic book store. Those are more sought after because they were definitely harder to come by, and they also were harder to keep in good condition. So I think as we move forward with Funko Pops, a lot of things may make more difference, like the year of the manufacturer, because some pops have been going on for a long time, like the Batman, Superman pops have been kind of produced since the beginning. The early versions of Star Wars pops go for more already. I think the con pops, which already go for more money, are going to have exponential growth as more people try to get in here and niche down in their collecting. So I definitely would get that Wong pop because I think he's a popular character that's only going to be getting more popular if he gets his own TV show. For 35, 40 bucks, that's a very affordable price for a con exclusive. Those things, when they start catching up in popularity, they kind of skyrocket very fast. I think now's the time to get that pop if you're looking to get anything Wong related right now, because if that show hits off, that pop's only going to get more expensive and very quickly. So definitely one I think you should get in your collection before it's too late. Alright guys, and last but not least, a pop I think is a really good pickup. I used to have this pop. I don't have it in the collection anymore. I need to get it back in the collection. Maybe I'll get it from Whatnot. But that is Lara Croft from Tomb Raider. So there are actually two. There's one I think that came out in 2016 and the one that came out in 2018. Obviously the 2016 one's going to be a little bit more limited, but they are both vaulted, so kind of go which one you want. There is rumors, or I think it's been confirmed at this point, because there's a writer attached to it, that Tomb Raider is getting its own TV show on Amazon. So definitely a pop that hasn't had much of attention because there wasn't anything really Tomb Raider related recently. I think maybe there was a movie back in 2018, but nothing recently. So I think this is a pop you definitely want to get in your collection. If you look at some stuff like other video game properties that have been turned into TV shows recently, those pops go up pretty high in value and pretty quickly. Lara Croft's definitely one, a character that was very popular in the 90s, and I think it's going to be introduced to a new audience, and also the audience that already was familiar with her is going to be reinvigorated with their fandom for this character. They're only going for about 20 bucks each, so they're not very expensive, so very affordable for anyone out there who's looking to add a pop. I can definitely see these as being more expensive, or much more expensive when the show hits. There being two, I don't think makes much of a difference, because they're going to be both out of print for a long time, or out of production for a long time. Back in 2018, we still were making more pops than back in 2016, but nowhere near like how we were doing today as far as the number of pops being produced. So I think you can't go wrong with either of these two. They may be harder to find with the damages on the boxes since they're older pops, but still pops I think you guys should be on the lookout for very soon. And as soon as that show hits, as long as it's a success, I think these pops are going to be pretty popular and definitely more expensive in the future. So those are the 3 pops I have for you guys today. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about these suggestions. If you have any of your own, drop down in the comment section below, and I always give you credit for your suggestions. Thanks again for watching. As always, like I said, if you're interested in getting that $15 off your first order, there's a link in the description box below so you can sign up for Whatnot and get some of these pops in your collection for a reduced rate. If you want to check me out on my second channel, I do comic books, sport cards, and Pokemon cards on my second channel, Savage Breaks. And also check me out my Instagram at ThePopSavage. You can stay connected there as well. Thanks again for watching. Till next time, see you later.